Have you ever stared at a camera bag packed with 4 different pieces of glass and just wished you could shrink it all down to one single tube without sacrificing your shots? Well, that is pretty much the exact problem this particular Nikkor zoom was built to solve. It is a workhorse designed for crop sensor bodies, covering everything from tight indoor group shots to distant subjects out on the hiking trail, all in one physical package. Now, nobody is calling this a pocketable pancake piece of gear, but when mounted up, the balance feels surprisingly natural in the hand, keeping the camera setup light enough to carry around all afternoon without killing your neck. The reach here is massive, giving shooters a 7.5 times zoom factor that essentially eliminates the need to constantly swap hardware while standing on the sidelines or walking down a busy city street. Optically, the inclusion of extra-low dispersion glass really helps keep chromatic aberration under control, meaning those harsh purple fringes around high-contrast edges are kept mostly at bay. Colors pop nicely, and contrast stays surprisingly punchy across most of the focal range. Focusing is decently quick, grabbing onto subjects without much hunting, and photographers can get surprisingly close to their subjects, down to under 1.5 feet, which opens up some fun macro-style framing when a neat flower or interesting texture catches the eye. Out-of-focus background blur looks surprisingly soft and smooth too, thanks to a rounded 7-blade aperture diaphragm that avoids those harsh, distracting polygonal shapes in the highlights. Of course, it is not all sunshine. Being a variable aperture design, the lens naturally loses light as you zoom in toward the telephoto end, which means shooting in dim environments requires bumping up the ISO or leaning on steady hands. There is also no vibration reduction built right into the body here, so shaky conditions will demand a bit more attention to shutter speed. But honestly, if the goal is ditching the extra weight and grabbing a single piece of glass that handles landscapes, street scenes, and casual portraits with equal competence, this bulk-packaged classic punches well above its weight class and keeps photography genuinely fun.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.